Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of Power Tips, and today we're going to dive into 2025 Wave 1 release for Dynamics 365 Customer Insights Data, because that's a mouthful in and of itself. I feel like we could just wrap it now, because we've covered enough content. Just the name is big. Just kidding. So let's move into the first item. I'm going to touch on two quick things. So increase control when attaching data in Dataverse. So full transparency, while I've worked a little bit in this application, not extensively. And so this one caught my eye because in the limited work I have done, we've noticed some clunkiness in getting data from Dataverse, primarily just that it takes a really long time to get tables. And I think that that makes sense. But what they're suggesting here is that we're going to see more sort of higher performance and reliability, as you see on the slide. And so I'm putting this here in hopes of reinforcing that it's in the universe, and therefore those things will become true, because I would love to see the ability to move it faster. Sidebar, asterisk, whatever you want to say. I understand that if a table's very, very large, or you have a bunch of very large tables, it's obviously going to take some time to get that there. And I'm not unreasonable, but it seemed very challenging over the last little while that I've tried it. So hopefully this will start to bring things into the system from Dataverse a little more efficiently, which will help all of us because it'll make sure that we don't go gray early. Awesome. And then the other one is filter rows from data source. And this one, just I didn't put any context or text on it. It's pretty straightforward. Just to me, this is an important one because garbage in, garbage out. And so if you have an increased ability to filter data before it gets in or from the source so that you're dealing with just clean data, that's great. Sidebar on that one is hopefully you've got mechanisms in place to manage your data and you've got master data management processes in place and you don't have a lot of dirty data, but the reality is we all do, right? It happens. And so the ability to filter and sort that out and get rid of it is pretty key to me. And that one looks like it's March of 2020. The other one was coming straight to GA in March. This one, public preview March, GA in July. And so I would hope that this is a simple change, just the ability to filter and sort some things out. Exciting one for me because, again, dirty data is our enemy. So those are the two that I had. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on those, but
They sound exciting.
as exciting as data management can be, yes.
Exactly. So this is the one that I chose to talk about. This came under the customer insights data notes. That was the heading of more personalized customer experience. There's only one item in there, but it's kind of like a meaty item. So it's called target the right audience based on signals from earlier campaigns. Essentially what it's doing is bringing together in a tighter connection customer insights journeys with customer insights data, which is great. Makes perfect sense since they have pretty much the same product name. So the first part here is enhanced segment creation. So you're able to use some of the interactive data that comes from your journeys and plug them right into your segment creations, which it promises, as the second bullet point says, highly personalized segments without the need for additional data pipelines. So it seems like it's easier to get the information you could already access, I think. The second thing says improved engagement strategies. So this is going to let you target customers who have shown interest in past interactions. And remember, this is all under the umbrella of the marketing app, the customer insights journeys area. So that will in turn increase the relevance of the campaigns that you're sending and improve the likelihood of converting into an actual purchase. And the third and final part of this one update is retargeting capabilities. So it'll make it really easy to identify customers who didn't engage with previous messages and retarget them. So cool data points that you're able to get by kind of bringing together customer insights journeys into the data platform. This one is public preview of this month, and it will be GA in June, allegedly. What do y'all think about this one?
I think it sounds great. I think back to what Malcolm said, I do not have enough experience in either of the customer insights products. And I think there's so much power. We've talked about this before, so much power in the customer insights data, and being able to integrate that in the marketing side sounds amazing. But I really need to try it out.
Yes, I agree.
Agreed.
I have a few features here at the end, of course, related to Copilot. And of course, I have lots of questions about them. So the first feature here is get our responses grounded in customer insights when chatting with Copilot. So the idea is that I'm going to be able to have a better understanding of my customer, so that I can seamlessly integrate this into my workflow, right? So this talks about how your users, so the example they give is a sales rep, can chat with Copilot to get insights about the customer and understand what's going on in customer insights, to have that 360-degree view we're always talking about. What is not specified in the article is which Copilot they're talking about, right? So is this a Copilot in customer insights, or Copilot in sales, or Copilot in customer service? I don't know. Also note that the article, the release notes, this release notes was written with assistance of AI, and then I took them, dropped them into AI to get the summary for the slide. So could something have been lost in translation in one of these AI bots? Maybe. Has anyone seen anything about this or familiar with these stuff yet?
No, but I have the same questions, right? And it goes back to we've been talking about the Copilot confusion for years, even from the very narrow framework of when I'm in Outlook, I have Copilot for sales and Copilot for service. Does this now mean I'm also going to have Copilot for customer insights and I have to toggle them back and forth? I bet you they're separate Copilots that don't talk.
The crazy thing is we say years, and I agree with you. And then I'm like, well, Copilot just turned a year old earlier or late last year.
So we're on the second year.
It feels like
years.
It feels, I know, but it feels like it's been years that we've been mulling this over and talking about it. And there's just more and more and more. And it's which of the 170 some odd different Copilots are we talking about? Or are we talking about all of them? And do they talk to each other? Who knows? Nobody knows. It's a cloud. Nobody knows.
They talk to each other through the Meta Copilot. Just kidding. Actually, trademark.
What's that line in that song? Nobody knows, but it's provocative. Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, it's in the scenario, it says Sarah is working with a lead. So I want to say it's sales, but I don't know. Anyways, yes. Yeah. Our other feature here is also around grounding your responses. So increased accuracy of autonomous agents by grounding them. So this is specific to Copilot Studio. I can add details from customer insights data to bots that I'm building in Copilot Studio as their data source. And so that when your internal users are talking with them, they have that information and that extra data to ground those responses and help them as they're working on this. So again, this means this is not part of Copilot in sales or Copilot in customer service. Although I'm not clear, you might still be able to add it as grounding data in the modification that you can do to those bots, or is this just new bots? But again, it's a way to get your users more of that well-rounded view about customers. So still lots of questions, but lots of good things coming here. And our first feature that we talked about, that one should be coming to public preview, I think, in April. And then this second feature of using it in Copilot Studio is coming to public preview in September. So I think we'll be getting a lot of information over the coming months. And you know, both of these features are kind of similar, so I'm sure there's some related functionality. And like we talked about for all the Copilot or AI features, give them a thumbs up or thumbs down when you're getting your responses. Be providing that feedback to Microsoft because that's what they need to get things finalized and get things approved so that they can get to that general availability date.
It's smart. I feel like we're due for a name change. Like, isn't it about time that we switch the name?
Oh, don't you put that out in the universe. You know it's coming.
Sorry,
we're not adding names. We're just changing. We're not changing names. We're just adding additional Copilots. That's the new plan.
Oh man. Along those lines, those of you who watch us know that at the end of the year, we will track which of these items actually made it into the product and which ended up in what we call the graveyard. So stay tuned in December. We'll let you know what of these actually made it there. Maybe 2 of them.
Sounds
I
a
guess
long
you're
way away, but it's really not.
You're
Okay.
committing yourself to that
Yeah.
episode again.
Kylie and I just cringed a little bit, but that's okay.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us and listening in on some of the features for customer insights data that we're excited about or hoping to see soon. And we hope to see your comments, thoughts, favorite features, or things that you're looking for in the product down in the comments below. So let us know what else you'd like to hear, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Yay. Beautiful.